Welcome to this module, welcome back. This is where we start putting our video shorts together, and I'm going to show you some examples of what I do. And let me tell you, if you're worried or if you're a little bit nervous about doing your video shorts, about even being on camera, let me tell you one of the easiest things you can do. Let me show you this. This is the PowerPoint that I did back in the previous module. And I said there are different types of video shorts that you can do. Okay, number one is repurpose content from long form video. So if you're already doing long form video, you're not really going to be too worried about doing shorts, and you can certainly create a lot of shorts from your long form video. Number two is skits. Okay, so this is where you kind of play two characters, and it's kind of a bit of a funny sort of characterized kind of video with an obvious message. Number three are reactions. Okay, so this is where you would say, have a look at this video and have a look at this video, let me know what you think. Okay, then you play a video, so you can have kind of the two people, so you at the top, the video at the bottom, and you reacting to it, and then so you've got like an intro and an outro. It's really important to change it to some degree, otherwise you're going to fall foul of the terms and conditions. And number four is kind of what we're going to do right now, is because this is the easiest thing you can do, a 7-second shorts, and these work. Okay, and if you've seen people sort of doing this sort of thing and kind of nodding, okay, it's a little bit cheesy in some places. I think it's real cheesy, but it works. And this is something else that I found with video shorts. If you know my story, number one, it was a case of, I'm not going to do shorts, I'm a professional filmmaker, no chance. And then you go, okay, I've lost out from a lot of commissions, okay, because I didn't implement that marketing strategy. Okay, so if you think something is cheesy and yet other people are implementing it and it works, then adopt it, but adopt it that works with your own brand. Okay, it's really, really important. I keep harping on about brands, okay, but we're in this for longevity. We're not in it just to jump on a trend and then suddenly, you know, in 6 or 12 months later, we're kind of forgotten about because we've done a trend thing and the trend has gone. We want to be branding ourselves for longevity. Okay, so we're going to talk about 7-second shorts because anyone can do it. Okay, and if you're panicking, if you're worried about it, okay, this is really simple and straightforward. Right, so what I'm going to grab my phone, okay, and I'm going to do, there we go, so we should be on the video. Okay, are we on there? Let's just spin it around. There, here we are, look, here we are on my video. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some pointing, okay? Now, this sort of thing, so you kind of go like that and like this, okay? So you can have your message. And one of the things when you're doing your videos is make sure you frame yourself in the right way. Okay, this is going to keep, oh no, is this long? It's still on. Okay, so make sure you frame yourself in the right way. So if you look at certain things on TikTok, okay, if you film yourself like this, then you're going to be cut off. Okay, where's my camera? Okay, you're going to be cut off. Okay, at some point. If you film yourself too high, okay, like this, okay, number one, it looks like you're looking down on people, and other things, people you can see right up your nose. Okay, nobody wants to see that. Okay, so get it so you're kind of about right. Okay, and what I'll do as well, I'll throw in into the workbook. If you download the workbook, okay, you're going to get access to the template, so you can use a template and you can put it over what I'm going to show you. Okay, but essentially CapCut does this for you. So let's see if I can do it from here. Okay, let's just get the video. It's kind of weird because I'm kind of looking at my camera and looking at my camera here. Okay, so I want to be there. When you record yourself, see if you can get the camera, because the camera is at the top. Okay, try and get the camera eye level. Okay, so you're looking into the camera. So essentially, like I say, not up, not looking down. Okay, but kind of at eye level. Okay, so about there is about right. Okay, so let's just go with this. Let's see if that works. Okay, it's a little bit cheesy, okay, but again, as I said, these things work. Right, let's jump on. Okay, so we've got our footage. Next thing we want to do is we want to go to social, okay, and then go to CapCut. Remember all those apps that you downloaded? One of those should have been CapCut along with all the other apps that we downloaded. Okay, so we'll grab onto that. jump onto that. One thing you'll find with CapCut is that these apps do change, okay, and you know, if you're watching this in 6 months time or a year's time, it may well have changed. It may well look a little bit different. Okay, so I want to go to edit. I want to get rid of that. Okay, so new project, and here's the video that we did, 13 seconds. So we'll probably cut it down to about 7 seconds or so. Okay, so there's me looking a bit cheesy. Right. Right, we'll add that in. Right, so there it is on the timeline. One thing you'll find with CapCut is that if you're kind of somebody that's used to using things like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro or anything like that, what you'll find CapCut surprisingly powerful. It really has got a lot of features. But one of the things about features is that you don't want to be, I'll say, victim to using all of them, because sometimes you can get too enthralled in using all the effects and stuff. Essentially what you want to be doing is delivering a message and delivering your brand. Okay, again, it's talking about brand. So what you can do, the way I'm showing you, the reason I'm showing you on CapCut on the phone is because this ultimately is the best practice. Now there are workarounds. There are certain things that I do where I edit on other software and then bring it onto CapCut on the desktop. Okay, so there's things you can do. What you'll find the workaround that works for you. But essentially the appeal of video shorts is that you can do them anywhere. You can edit them anywhere on your phone. Okay, you can be on a train doing it. Okay, get them uploaded and the job is done. Okay, so if you learn to do that on your phone, and a lot of people like me, okay, I mean, first of all, my fingers aren't really compatible with my phone screen because they're too big. People of a certain age, people that really kind of don't really like the whole tethering to phones. I get it. I understand there's a friction there. Okay, and some people go, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not 13. That's it. Okay, if you think like that, you'll miss out. Okay, so just adopt it and use it for what it is, because it will take your business to where you want to go. Right, so with that said, I'm going to go and find okay, so we start from there. So I'm going to do, go to there. Okay, so where it is now, I'm just going to split it. Okay, I'm going to start there. I'm going to delete this bit. Okay, then I'm going to go over to there, 6. I'll do. So just before the finger goes down, there. Okay, and we'll click on there. We'll split that. We'll get rid of that. We'll just delete that one. Again, what I'm doing, I'm using my mouse on my desktop, but ultimately a lot of the features, everything is, when I go to doing the text, I'll show you, there's moving text around, which is sometimes a bit difficult on your mouse, whereas you can do it really easy just on your finger on the phone. Okay, so the first bit of text, let's see if we can add some text on here. Okay, so we're going to say what we're going to say. We're going to say, I did have something prepared. So never, yeah, never struggle with video again. You see, this is what happens if I do it on the keyboard. Sometimes it goes like this. So I'm just going to grab the phone, all right? Because it, like I said, everything is built for phones. There we go. Okay. That's good. And tell you what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this just up a little bit. You see that blue border? That's kind of the template that we want to keep everything within the guidelines of this template. If we don't, then what will happen is it'll get cut off when you put it onto the different social media sites. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so the other thing is, it's not really standing out. It looks a little bit. It's like, where's the text? Okay, so we can play this. Never struggle with video again, and then we'll have another text that comes up under there. Okay, so this text needs to be changed. So we need to go to text, and we want to change the font. So what sort of font do we want? Okay, and when it comes to choosing your font, again, comes back down to branding. I've got a certain font that I use, and what you'll find is you want to use the same font, so you've got that nice continuity and congruency of everything you do in your message, everything, your colours, the whole thing. So Classic is quite a nice one. Okay, it looks very similar to the font that I use, so we'll go with that. Okay, let me show you some examples as well. So I'm not obviously pro. This is just a free version. A lot of people use bangers. Okay, again, if you've probably seen that sort of thing. And again, styles. Okay, let's make it pop. There you go. Look at that. It pops really nicely. Okay, and now you're looking at that, maybe thinking, well, maybe it's a bit small, so we'll just make it a bit bigger. Okay, there we go. So if we just drag that again, that's giving us a nice center. Just there. Okay, what would it look like if we brought it down? Yeah, I think, and you see what I mean by the framing? Okay, ideally, I'm kind of central frame on this. Maybe a little bit higher or a bit lower would have been better to get the text in. Okay, but that's okay. So never struggle with video again. So that's, I want to check that. Okay, so now let's see our next edit point. There. Okay. So I'm going to bring this across just to there. Okay, that's it. And let's see if we can do this. So from that, I'm going to copy that, just so again we've got the formatting. I'm going to bring that, see if I can do it on the phone. Bring that across. There we go. And what I'll do, I'll change the text on here for something never struggle with video again. Check out my free course. Put a little dash. All right, so here is our kind of plan, okay? And the first domain is going to be easy3stepbusiness.com, okay? So if I put www. If it'll fit, easy 3-step business.com. Just a little bit. Okay, let's just see if we can make that a bit, just a tiny bit smaller so it'll fit on the screen. Obviously that would help things. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just take off the www because it's a .com, and this is the importance of getting the .com. Because if you put easy 3-step business.me.today, it looks a bit spammy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's just have a look at this. So where are we? Right, never struggle with video again. The finger goes around. Check out my free course, easy3stepbusiness.com. Finished. Okay, and I'll tell you what, we'll take that to the end. All the way to there, that's the end. Okay, that's it. Right, real simple. One of the things you got to watch with CapCut is sometimes at the end they'll put their own what do you call it, end screen in. Okay, so it looks like they've taken it out, so we can just make sure that's not in. Okay, so make sure that's out. And the other thing is, I did say before that if you're going to brand yourself, then obviously you want to be talking. Ideally, you want to be talking, but to get you started, to get you out of the gate, it's really good to do things like this. However, if you did it without any sound, it would be a bit weird. Okay, so what I would do in this case, without any sound, where you're just pointing, is find music to add to it, but add the music in the platform that you're uploading it to. Okay, because they're not always interchangeable. Some of the licenses are, relevant, or you can legally use certain music with TikTok, whereas you can't with some on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. So if you're going to add music, add it in the actual platform itself. That's really important. And there we go. So what we've done, we've created one piece of content, and we're going to upload that to the different accounts. Now all we do, okay, so if I go to here, okay, I'm going to click export. That's done. Okay, then we're going to go back to, so that's done. All right, now we're going to go into our project. Okay, so that one's done. It's on our phone, ready to go. Okay, so what we do now is we go to text, we click on the text, we click on this bit where we've got this easy3stepbusiness.com, and we're going to change that. Okay, so let's go back to my phone. So let's see if we can grab that. Okay, so there we go. So easystepbusiness.com, and we're going to change that for the next one. Let's see if I can do this. So it's currently domain2.com. Okay, same content, just a different domain, different account. Okay, so people go to the different domain names. Okay, so we click on done. Okay, domain2.com. Okay, click on the upload. Okay, and look how quickly it is. Like literally 5-10 minutes, you've got five pieces of content, or 3 pieces of content from the 3 different domains. Domain number 2, domain number 3. Okay, then move on to the next video and go on from there. And that's really how simple it really is. So what I'm going to be doing in the next video, let me just explain 1 or 2 things. Okay, there's one or two things about this. Okay, let's just go back just before we get too excited about it. This is running about 3 seconds. Okay, so it's not really long enough. A couple of things just to kind of polish it together. Let me just play this. Okay, so probably about 7 seconds minimum is where you want to be. Okay, this is saying it's about 3 seconds, so it's not quite long enough. The other thing as well is just make sure your text can be read properly. There are so many different options you can use, and something you can do as well is put some animations in the text. Okay, so maybe we can add animations. You've seen so many different types of video short, and there's so many things you can do. What I would probably maybe advise against, and this happens with kind of amateur video editors, kind of the wedding guys. Let me take that back. Back when I first started doing video editing, when I first started my kind of filmmaking career or side career, the worst offenders for really bad graphics and transitions were wedding people, and there was all sorts of horrible stuff going on. Okay, and I find a lot of people doing the similar sort of things just because you can. And what you want to try and avoid, too many flashing things, too many cartoony things. And remember, you've got to keep it on brand. So before you do your first video, think about the message that you want to give to your audience and really get to know your audience. But let me tell you, don't fall foul of what I said before of thinking that people are above video shorts. I'm a professional video guy. Okay, why would I want to do video shorts? Because I'm also a marketer. Okay, so think about your brand and think about your message. But literally, this is really easy to do. So have a play with this. Okay, and one of the things I will say about CapCut, or pretty much the whole video short process, is there are so many workarounds. There are so many different ways and different methods and different softwares to achieve the same thing. Okay, so if you're already doing video shorts and you've got a certain process, continue using that. Okay, And it's when people ask me, what's the best software to use? Okay, you've been using software for years. What is the best software to use? The best software to use is the one that gets the job done for you. Okay, doesn't matter if it costs thousands of dollars, it doesn't matter if it's free. If it works for you, that's the one you use, because it's all about getting your stuff out there. Remember that story I said about my friend saying he earns more than me because he just gets his stuff out there? It's true. Okay, so don't fall foul of that as well. So that's CapCut. Really simple, really straightforward. If you've got any questions about CapCut, then by all means reach out to me, and I'll see you on the next module.